Talks to the technical trader, TGTX.com. It's Thursday, February the 9th. These are the charts of the day. And as we do every Thursday, a review of the swing trades of the last few weeks. We'll start off with alphabetically with Boyle, which I believe is attempting or groping for a bottom after a run from 123 down to the 5 handle. 3 of the last 4 days are up volume. Today was a narrow day, up 11 cents, but after coming up to 633, it backed off to under 6. Again, a very small gain, nevertheless a gain in a lousy day. Let's see if they can stabilize it here. If not, it's going down to 4.5. CECO, well, it reversed a little bit today, but you can see that this is a very, very bullish chart and made 2 attempts at breaking out over the 1485 area. Today getting up to 1511 before finishing back to 1438. It was a negative day, a reversal day, but the volume picked up a little bit. So careful. I'm concerned about the market itself, and a lot of these stocks could get stopped out, and several already have, and you'll see some of them a little later on. Ctsh, pop, pulled back, we put a swing on it, and then ran up sharply from this pullback low of 60. Last week it reached 70, almost 71, where there is triple top resistance. So the pullback, not unusual or unexpected. Right now it's back to near support. Would be ideal if it did a 1, 2, 3, 4 and had another wave up. My next target around 75. EVH broke out of a V bottom right-handed extended platform and then formed the wedge and popped to resistance, pulled back and popped again today, unable to get through it. It backed off, but I'm liking the overall structure of this pattern. And this seems to be the possibility of a rising channel here. This would be your channel bottom and support now around that 29.5, 30 zone. Next target 35 and 38. GAN popped out, pulled back, and then moved up to target number 1 by reaching the 2.5 range, but then pulled back. And today was not a good day for it. But the overall look of the pattern shows that it's pulling back off of key resistance here and to test support at the trend line of moving average. Let's see if they can hold it or not. Your next target is 2 3/4 and 3.5. GDS on a not lousy day had another up session, 3 in a row now, but it backed off resistance near 26.80. Today's high 26.50, finishing 25.25. Now the overall structure of this pattern is a bull wedge, and so we'll just have to see if this large wedge that's taken several weeks to develop blows to the upside. Then you're looking at 30, 35, etc. HIMX was looking great and in a rising channel for a month until today when it got smacked back 838 to 760, closed at 789 up, down 37 cents or 4.5%. It's right on support from the breakout earlier. This is kind of a key area for me, but even if it goes down below that, your additional support is at 730 and 7. HROW, it really did well after we put a swing on it, and it's also a top 20 pick for the year, but it's reversed recently. Yesterday's high was 2031, today's close 1805, so you can see it's already pulled back a couple points. However, my extension target is 24, should it right itself and extend. IQ, a beautiful rising channel. It's taken this from the October low, $1.65 to double triple top here, just under 8. Today it popped a little bit, finished up 8.4%. One of the stronger stocks I saw today. Should this one get over 788, I would look for 9.5, 10 zone, and then beyond. LABU broke out, looked like it was going to run, and then suddenly reversed as biotechs and the whole, gave back quite a bit here. It broke its channel, but it did not break the lateral price support. But I wouldn't be a holder under 7.25. It's almost there. Careful. Neo pop broke out and then pulled back. It's right on the trend line. The overall chart pattern looks like a nice base for a setup and a move into 16.5 and then 20. NIU on support here and in jeopardy of a breakdown. Careful here. Any further damage below 4.5, I would move aside and wait. NSTG popped out, put a swing on it, formed a coil, and broke out of that. And now it's had a 5-day pullback, and it's hanging right about the breakout point at support. Still looking for higher levels, targeting 16, 16.25, and 18, 18.5. ORIC was looking great, and then suddenly came down and pulled back to test the moving average and price support. This is as far as I want it to go. Any further damage under 5, and I'd be moving aside on this one. If it does right itself, 635 and 7 are targets. path coming out of a beautiful base. It ran up to key first resistance and backed off to retest. Today down 56 cents or 3.5%. I'm looking to see if it holds support around the 15.40 zone in a fourth wave pullback for another move to 18 and 20. Plug broke out, pulled back, and then really exploded, but the last 5 days have not been good for this one. Keep an eye on 14.90.15 as your support. Don't let it get underneath that. REPL, a top 20 pick for the year, had a very usually weak day today, down 256 or 9%. It's right near some key support as well. I do not want this one under the 24.5 area. That's my stop. A move up should have some problems at around 29.5, your next target, and then we're looking at mid-30s. SOXL had a bit of a reversal today, but it's consolidating after 5 waves up, so we'll have to just see if it does have a deeper retracement. There, you do have support at the breakout point that comes in around 15.25. Target 19.20 and 21.5, 22. TGLS, slow steady riser, had been doing very well of late, but after popping to 36.48 a week ago, it's now in a tight little pennant. I want to see that one pull back, but trend line and moving average support is 32.5, 33, target 38 and 41. TGTX, a beautiful rising channel, but of late it's stalled in this area here for about 6 days. I need to see if it holds support. Right now, your near-term support 16.75, secondary support 14.5. Target 21.5 and 24.5. TOST broke out up to first resistance and backed off today. There is support at 21.80.85. That's where I want to see it hold ideally, which is across that range. Targets 27 and 30. UMC inverse head and shoulder breakout, run up and pullback. It popped again this morning, but backed off of the market. Key support is 8 and 770. Target 9 and 9.75. VERI exploded along with other AI stocks, moving from 468, spiking up to almost 11, nearly tripling. So it's gotten some pullback weakness. Today was exceptionally weak, down 110 or 11.5%, and at key initial support. It needs to hold here ideally, or you may see it break support and stop out. Retesting 11 and then getting to 13 would be potential targets. Viking Therapeutics with an exceptional day and a lousy day in the market. Engulfing bullish reversal day. Went from 907, 1108, finished 1068 up 112, a 12% gain. More importantly, it broke out of a coil and is on its way higher. It appears 13.5 target. And finally, W was doing great after we put a swing on it. It ran from the mid 40s into the low to mid 70s, an exceptional run, and it reached my target. But now it's pulled back and pulled back hard with a bearish bar today, down 454, 7.25%. Any further damage, and I have to stop this one under 56.7 range. That's it for tonight, everybody. I'll look at some of the swings at thetextrader.com.